Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Entertainment in Canada and around the globe. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Real Estate Institute of Canada. I'm your host tonight. We'll talk about real estate market update. Since we have coronavirus impact, all businesses were impacted as well as real estate. Now the government of Ontario is lifting lockdown and opening up the business, which has lots of challenges how to deal with opening up the office and businesses. So is the real estate. Real estate was designated as essential services, but it was not business as usual. And definitely it has impacted our ability to do the business. We're going to talk about real estate market update. In sales activities has two segments. One, we compare segment sale, what happened sales last year in 2019 and what happened in 2020. So in 2019, we have 9,950 sales activity reported by Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. 9,950. And in May 2020, they reported 4,606 sales. That's a reduction of sales 53.7%. That is year-over-year sale. Now, the challenge is that you have to understand, then the second segment is talk about month to month. So from last month, which is April, to May, there is a 53.2% increase in sale. So year over year, declined 53.7%, but from April to May 2020, it increased 53.2%. The next activity is new listing. Because when the property comes in the market and so it sells, then we have to look at see how many new listings are coming. So in 2019, we have 19,394. And in 2020, we have a 9,104. Which is a reduction of 53.1%. That's a year over year. Now, if we look at the month to month, the new listings are up 47.5% from April 20 to May 20. That gives you an indication there is a momentum beginning. Even though our listing has not increased. So remember, this is a supply and demand. So if activity for sale is increasing now 47.5%, that means we still hope that we have a more listing. Otherwise, it will be a seller's market. Now we talk about active listing. In 2019, we have a 20,017 active listing in May 2019. And right now, in 2020, May 2020, We have 11,448 active listing. So we are still 42.8% down. That means the properties are selling it, but the less inventory in the market. Now, look at the average price. The average price in 2019 was 838,248. And now in May is 8,600, 3,599. There is a 3% increase in price from last May to this May. I believe a month ago it was less than 2, and now is 3% increase already. Because as you know, the business is loosening up. Government has flooded the money through banks for loans, and people who must buy or want to have a house, they have good saving. They are using this opportunity to buy the property. So this is very, very important for you to understand that a price has not declined now. We are 3% year over year from May to this May, 3% increased. I'm reading the data from Toronto Regional Real Estate Board information for May 2020. I will tell you where you can find this information, trebhomes.com. You can check those data yourself anytime. It's a public information. Now, the other thing is we talk about listing date on the market. So when the property is listed, they are considered the listing date in the market. So in 2019, it was 19, but right now in 2020, it's 24 days. So it's taking longer, 26.3% increase. That means the property is staying a little bit longer. And then you have property days on market. It was 27 days in 2019, and it is now 32 days. So it's up 18.5. That means it's taking a little bit longer to sell. The purpose of this data is to watch the trend, where this trend is going and how it's going to affect us to buy the property. If you recall in my previous Realty Coffee Talk, I told that the moment we hit close to the third quarter, is going to accelerate, because end of June, we're hopeful that there will be a lot of loosening of or reopening of businesses across Ontario as the guidelines of coronavirus are being implemented by big retailers, big businesses, all offices. This becomes more critical for you to understand that if you have to buy the property, I predict that in third and fourth quarter will be the hottest real estate market that you ever remember, because people still are buying. There are deals. I have a couple of listings that I sold. There are multiple offers. People are waiting. The moment the property is sold condition, they still say, call me, I need to buy this property, because if condition doesn't fail. So if your price range, I repeat again before I tell you which properties and what about specific about SAMI in Toronto and Mississauga board, I will mention to you about segment of the like detached home, semi-detached home. I will give you details about so which area is more impacted and which area is not impacted and how we're going to do that. So basically, the benchmark composite compared to May to April remain unchanged. The composite benchmark up by 9.4%. The average selling price of all home types combined up by 3%. So when we talk about composite or an average, we are putting all real estate into it. So there is a 3% increase in average price. So let's talk about now, we have GTA. We are talking about GTA, which include 905 GTA area and Mississauga, Brampton, other 9 areas. So detached home in 2016, the 416, there were 432 detached homes sold. Okay. And 905 sold 1,853, a total of 2,285 homes sold. So that means 905 homes are selling more than the GTA, which is Toronto. So 905 has a Brampton, has a Mississauga, and other close GTA areas. So now average price, because when we talk about the sale of the detached home, we talk about the average price. So average price of the 416 is 1,422,273. So average price of the 416 is higher. So it's a 1,422,273. Now average price of 905 is 942,668. 942,668. So overall average price between 416 and 905 is 1,033,341. So you have an idea that Toronto has a higher average detached home price and it has a less sale compared to 905, which has average price lower than Toronto. And our total overall between 905 416 is 1,033,341. Now we talk about semi-detached. What has been sold in May? We're talking about May. So semi-detached, 164,000 semi-detached sold in Toronto, and 299 semi-detached sold in 905 area, and total of 463 semi-detached sold in May. The average price of a semi is 1,143,322 in the 416 area, and average semi-detached home in 905 is 716,549. Remember, this is an average price. When you are looking to price a property, when you're listing the property or you are buying a property, you have to look at the street and the community where your property is to be located in order to evaluate. Your real estate professional can help you to determine the value of the property that you are buying, or this property that is listed, or the property in the community if there is no similar property on the street. This is the average all over through TREB in GTA. So the overall average semi combining 416, 905 price and the location is $867,717. $867,717. That's your semi average in May 2020. Now we talk about townhome. There were 164 townhomes sold in Toronto. And believe it or not, 651 townhomes sold in 905 area. A total of 815 transactions in May 2020 in GTA. 905 and 416. So then now what is the average price in Toronto? 416 was $794,626 is the average price of a Toronto townhome. It doesn't talk about freehold townhome, condo townhome, or condo townhome, freehold townhome with a parcel of tied land, because there are three different types of townhome. You just talk about townhome. And average price for 901 is $659,704. Again, this is $659,704 in average townhome price. And between 905 and 416, the average price is $686,854 in the month of May. This is the based on total sale of 4,606 total transaction. Now we talk about condominium. The condominium in 727 condo apartment were sold in Toronto in 416 area, and 905 only 276 condo apartment were sold. A total of 1,002 condo unit were sold in the month of May. And 416 average price of a condo, it doesn't talk about number of bathroom, number of units, size of square footage. It doesn't talk about, it gives you an average. When you are buying and selling, your real estate professional will help you to find the square footage, the size, the bathroom and bedroom, to calculate the value specific to it. This is just a tool to give you an average value. It's $674,028 in 416, and average price in 905 was $497,010. An average between 416 and 905 is $625,445. Again, $625,445, an average condo price in GTA, including 416 and 905 area. So you have an idea that prices change. Average price overall increased by 3% from last year to this year. Okay. Now we're going to talk about year over year. That means what happened for these same categories in 2019 and 2020. Before I discuss that, it is very, very important for you, because I'm also licensed mortgage principal broker with Canada Express Mortgage. It's very, very important for you if you are thinking of buying a property. Make sure you get pre-approved and provide all the documents. So make sure. It is very challenging for a listing broker to allow you to give you 5 days, 6 days to get your mortgage, and end of the day, the mortgage is not approved because you did not take the time to do the preparation. And it hurts the listing selling person and the brokerage because seller have some potential of giving this property to somebody else who already have the approval, and he needs only 1 or 2 days. To be fair with the sellers and the selling agent, to get your mortgage pre-approved, so when you are going to put an offer, you are going with very confidence, because very, very critical. I have experience with someone who took my listing, gave a conditional offer. Oh, we got the fund, no issue. Big statement by the realtors. Obviously, they're doing on behalf of the buyers. But at the end of the day, they end up not able to fulfill the condition, and they send me the mutual release. So this is very, very critical because it could be very sensitive for the seller, because he will lose the opportunity from the other buyers who are ready to do it. They have pre-approval, but they want to make sure they have a condition so they can confirm it. So I recommend and I suggest to all fellow realtors who are watching to make sure when you're putting an offer, say in your offer that my client is conditionally approved, if they are approved. If you do not see that statement in the condition, that means you have not done your work. So this is important for when you are putting an offer, say it with confidence that my client is pre-approved, but I still need the condition. That gives you a level of comfort to the seller and the selling real estate broker that this is a serious matter, and they will lean toward you, or unless you already have the approval, and then you remove the conditions. Second thing I want to say before I begin is that when you are visiting a property, whether you're showing a property or you're doing a home inspection, every brokerage has a policy of coronavirus to avoid spread of coronavirus. As a listing broker or the buying broker, it's your obligation to make sure your client provide that information to the listing broker. Without providing that coronavirus declaration, do not take the person or home inspector or the appraisal to the property. You are violating your code of ethics. You're putting the life of the seller, his agent, at risk by not completing the form. There are few that I have experienced, and they were warned they have to be blocked from showing. Please have them initial and sign and submit for the safety of all people involved. The more we pay attention to these details and critical about sensitivity about coronavirus and spread, we are expected of a better service. So I have few people I have to decline. Therefore, I am pointing this out to you. If you are a buyer representative asking to book a showing, please submit your form. If the buyer refuses to give the information, because we have to follow the Health Canada guidelines. So I thank you for your support. We're going to take a little break, and the Realty Coffee Talk will come back after the break. We thank you, viewers, for watching, and we're going to continue our Realty Coffee Talk, and we'll give you update about year over year on market real estate update. Thank you.
At Dame Drops told us how good Popeye's buttermilk biscuit shrimp is without us even asking.
So crunchy, buttery, just like those biscuits. Are you hungry yet?
8 shrimp, a side, and a biscuit for just $6.99.
At KM 9000 sang about Popeye's buttermilk biscuit shrimp because he was feeling it.
Shrimp, 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 shrimp. Shrimp, 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 shrimp.
8 shrimp, a side, and a biscuit for just $6.99.
Viewers, welcome to Realty Coffee Talk. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm your host on Awaz Entertainment in Canada, around the globe, giving you update on real estate market. Before our break, I was talking about asking our fellow real estate professional to complete the form and submit to respective listing brokerage before you showing. We thank you for your cooperation. You're doing a wonderful job, and we keep reminding that it's very important. Let's talk about year over year. Before the break, I gave you month of May update. Now I'm going to give you year over update about these houses. So this is very important for you to know that the sale in 416 area, the sale went down 63.1% year over year in 416 for detached home. Sale went down 905 for detached home, 46.4%. And overall, 50.6% minus sale for detached home. And average price actually went up 2.7% for detached home in 416 as compared to May 2019 to 2020 in 416. And in 905, it went 1.8% up from last May to this May. So, and overall, it was a minus 0.9% average price reduction for detached home. Remember that this we're talking about very, very specific to detached home. Now we're going to talk about semi-detached. I'm reading on the screen is a little bit easier. So semi-detached were up 49.7% minus in semi-detached in 416 area, and semi in 905 area was minus 50.9%. So overall, semi in this May, they were 54.4% less sale. But guess what? Sale were less, 54.4%, average between 905 and 416. But the 416, the average price increased 8.8% in 416 area. 8.8% increase for semi from last May to this May. Remember, I mentioned to you overall, there were increase of 3%. Now we're talking about specific. And we have to keep in mind what was, if they reduce or they increase, it fluctuates based on the number of properties sold, number of property available, number of days it stays in the market. Because we have less and less properties. We have 42.8% less active listing in May this year. So overall, semi-detached, 8.8% increase 416, 5.6% increase in 905 area, 5.6%. Now we're specific about semi. So if we combine 416 and 905, we are 4.8% year over year. From last May to this May, 4.8% increase for semi-detached. Wow. Well, average, because we put all the properties together, it is a 3%. But when somebody's looking for semi, you can see there's 4.8% increase from last May to this May. So you have to keep in mind, what is your priority? What are you buying? What are you looking? So this is affect you if you're looking for a semi. Detached home, 1.8% increase in 905 versus 2.7 in Toronto. You can see that because semi, that means the lower the value, people are moving out more from townhomes and condos to the semis. They prefer to be a freehold semi versus detached home because they're a higher average price. Now we talk about townhouse. Townhouse 51 minus 55.1% in 416. Townhome. Reduction in sale. Last May to this May. And 905 was 49.4, so it's kind of close, 49.4. And average between the both of them was 50.7 minus, 50.7 minus, like minus 50.7% total in 905 and 416 for townhome. And it's very surprising to see the average price for townhome in Toronto minus 0.2%. Wow, the average price of a townhouse in 905 increased 4.9%. So that means in 905, lots of people are buying townhomes. And I mentioned to you, townhome, for sale purposes, you have a freehold townhome, no fees involved. You're responsible for taking care of your property. Then you have a freehold townhome, and parcel of tideland is called POTL. That means the landscape, the snow removal or road maintenance is controlled by a private condominium, and you are owner of that. It's called POTL, and those cases, when you buy a townhome, it will have a less maintenance fee. Now you have condo townhome, that's a condo apartment. Now we go about condo apartment now. 58 minus 58% 416 sale year over year, and 905 it was 65.7%. So that means people were focused moving out from condo apartment towards the townhome and semi. So overall between 416 and 905 was 60.4%. That means people are moving and upgrading themselves toward the semi and townhouses. So condo apartment in 416, 5% increase from last May to this May. 5%. That's a positive study. That means people are still buying. People like to live in downtown. They are buying it. So there is a condo apartment in 905 was 3.9%. Increase in 905. So average between 416 is 6%. Combining 416 and 905 in year over year from 2019 May to 2020 May. So again, you have an idea. It shows that condominium is still a hot. Toronto is getting more. Samis are also hot, and they are more buying in Mississauga and 905 and Toronto. Again, goes back. You have a year over year 3% increase. So trend is the properties are selling, and it's going to more inventory come. If the more inventory does not come, then the sale price will keep growing. We hope that with all the support of the federal government funding and providing financial assistance, that economy we will move rapidly back to business. Obviously, we have learned new strategy, new technical skills to how to conduct our business. We are very, very grateful for the federal government and their support to provide financial assistance to small business, large business, to make sure they keep employee on the payroll, and those people who have suffered, they are getting financial support to put them back to get to work. So I hope that you have an idea. Again, our sales were down 53.7 year over year. Our new listing were down 53.7%. Our active listing are also down 42.8%. But our average price of all the properties went up 3%. I have given you breakdown for the all. If you have any question about real estate, I'm a fellow Real Estate Institute of Canada. I'm a broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. Brokerage. If you have any question, you can call our studio and reach out to me. My website is city-pro.net. I'd be more than happy to answer your question. On behalf of Awaz Entertainment and Realty Coffee Talk, we take this opportunity to thank our health specialists, doctors, nurses, and all the staff, police officer, all who are fighting coronavirus on behalf of a Canadian citizen and protecting them, putting their life on risk to help and help our fellow Canadians. We thank you. We salute you. I encourage all our friends, please donate generously to the food bank and support our fellow citizens who need your help. Again, we thank you very much for watching Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Entertainment. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm your host for Realty Coffee Talk. Thank you for watching. May God bless you all. May God bless Canada. Thank you very much. See you on next Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you.